Hey there, welcome to My Green Pets. I'm William Green. This will be our last update from this grow tent because I did end up purchasing a much larger pre-made tent that I have installed downstairs. So we'll go through the plants real quick and then I'll show you what I'm going to be moving everything into. So we'll start over here. We've got Bulbophyllum lepidum with another flower, another inflorescence bloomed out. Looks lovely. Just love this little guy. Still waiting for the day when I have several of these in bloom all at once, but it is very pretty. And of course some new growth on my lovely Elizabeth here, and another one over here. So I might separate these two guys out. What else? We got a new picture on my Nepenthes eustacia developing here. Looks good. Pinguicula cyclosecta is fully into carnivorous mode. It's actually quite amazing how quickly the little winter leaves disappeared and the carnivorous leaves have grown in. Still hoping for a better growth season for my Pervillea. I just don't think it's warm and humid enough for it. It really likes it hot. This is a little Cloacia, summer blooming Cloacia, what is it, Thylaciochyla by Rosseliana. And look, it's got a new little growth on it. Isn't that exciting? So can't wait till that guy gets going. And that's a summer blooming Cloacia. I can't wait. It's supposed to be very fragrant green flowers. All the Catasetini you can see are pushing up, just like if you were to take a picture of a geyser erupting from the ground just half a second after it shoots up. That's the impression that I get from these guys. You can feel the energy just erupting upward out of these plants because they've got so much to do in such a little time. I mean, to think that this thing will be spiking in July and then it'll be dormant again by December. So it's got a lot to do. Check out the roots poking out on my Varsavicii. That's going to be epic. My Fire Embers doesn't seem to be rooting as aggressively, but they are making their way down into the medium. That's going to be lovely. Lots of growths on my Rebecca Northern Grapefruit Pink, and just lots of growth here. This year, my strategy is to be proactive about the mites. I know that there are going to be mites on these plants, so my thinking is that every month I'm going to give them a preventative insecticidal soap treatment to proactively keep the mite numbers down. We'll see if it works, because there's nothing worse than realizing that all your plants are covered in mites at the end of the season. Looking over here, we've got Cattleya mossii still in marvelous, glorious bloom with a lovely sweet fragrance. And wow, that color's just super nice. A lot of comments had, said, well, it's, color's great, but the form's pretty bad. And it's true. So I feel like I'm probably going to be selling this plant in the next couple of months. I haven't decided what I want to set the price at. It's crazy because Cattleyas these days are going for more and more, especially species. As we've discussed, it's largely agreed that this is not a pure mossii. It's more likely has Lutemonniana mixed into its background somewhere. But anyway, I think I'm pretty pretty sure I'm gonna be selling this guy. And what I'll do is I'm not gonna sell it and send it in a terracotta pot. That just won't work. I'll have to pull it out of the pot, maybe clean up the roots a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave the roots for whoever purchases it to clean up, and that way they can kind of do it the way they want to. And then there are buds in the sheath here. So ideally I can get it sold and sent off before this even blooms out, and that way the person, whoever purchases it, will get the plant and it will bloom right away for them. That's always nice. Still eyes trained upon Cattleya dowiana rosita. No evidence of anything in that sheath, but we're just patiently watching it, hoping, but not counting on anything. And everything else, we're just watching it grow and looking forward to blooms. We've got lots of sheaths showing, so that's exciting. And most of these sheaths are late summer, fall, and winter blooming plants, so we won't get anything out of them for a while, but still excited to see. Cattleya King George, wow, look at you. Big, massive growth. I really wouldn't be surprised if we see a sheath on this, even if it doesn't end up blooming. My aristocrat this plant is a beast. It's got a huge growth pushing out the side of it. This plant's kind of a climber. It's like the growths come out about this far above the previous one, so it does kind of like come up. Might be good mounted. Candidate for mounting. Another growth on my Cattleya dowiana rosita, my second clone down here. You can see there's a growth right there. Hoping for sheath on that too. And then Cattleya hardiana, it's got a nice big growth pushing up, and hoping to see maybe something on that as well. Again, an empty sheath is okay. It just tells me the plant is maturing, and one of these days, had to smell this thing again. It smells so nice. Look at that color. One of these days we'll see something on that hardiana. I'm looking forward to showing you their new grow space. There's gonna be so much more room, and I'm gonna need it because seedlings just keep getting bigger and bigger. So let's go look at the new tent. Let's go down there. Oh yes, we are in my basement bedroom, and I have been working on getting this new tent installed. You can see it is much more than twice as big as the other tent upstairs. I've been hung this stuff up in here so that I could hang mounted plants if I wanted to. I'm also going to stick the watering system in here. I'm going to have 2 lights. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to hang them. I was thinking maybe I would have 2 lights, kind of 1, 2, and then this area not have a light directly above it, and maybe be able to have a little bit lower light plants over here. We'll see. Not quite sure. This will probably be a lot of experimenting. Now, this is the same level of the house as my cool tent, so temperatures down here are lower. The good news, though, is that this room is heated. You can see the vents here, and I'm actually thinking maybe in the winter of actually getting some just aluminum flexible ducting, and taking the air from this vent and putting it directly into one of the vents of the tent, and having the warm air blow into the tent. In the wintertime, that can make a big difference because I am gonna have my warm growers in here as well. So we will see. Again, it's gonna be a little bit cooler than I would like, but I think it's still gonna be okay. And this room in general, this room is warmer and cozier than the laundry area where the cool tent is. Here's the cool tent over here. It's much cooler here just because there's no, that's the outside right there. You know, there's outside air. It's insulated, but probably not that good. So and of course the concrete walls are cold, and so it's cooler in here by a couple degrees, and the temperature doesn't get up that high. Whereas in this room, I think that we're gonna have a little bit warmer temperatures, and especially with two lights in the tent, that'll probably warm it up quite a bit too. So we'll see. So I'm going to continue working on putting this together. Hopefully get it all done today, get everything moved in here, and then I'll update you and let you see how it's looking. All right, so it's a project day. Happy Saturday to you. Thanks for checking in on my green pets, and I'll see you next time. Bye.